Hello and welcome back. I don't even know what day it is, but today, this is the fifth video in the training series about becoming an expert. What does that really look like? Yesterday was a little bit of a unique day, right? We're covering some of the lessons that we've learned and some of the pain we've been through and figuring out how to potentially craft it into a message that connects with our ideal client avatar. So today, the next logical step is we're going to create a solution together. Only the framework of the solution. We're not tattooing it on our forehead yet. We're not taking it to the marketplace yet. This is base level still. Trust me, success swing singles, simple systems at scale. How much more alliteration can I come up with? Side note, our brain works in triples. So the more you can come up with three things that combine together, easier it is for people to remember. Simple systems at scale, success swing singles, those things are there for a reason. You won't ever be able to forget them. So we're going to create a product or program / a solution that an audience can follow very easily and ultimately get results from. This is where most people fail, in my opinion. You need to stop for a second. You need to sit down. You should write out a framework. This is the what, not the how. Not yet, at least. See, there are 5 ways that you can deliver your information to your ideal client. Probably never even thought of this before, especially in the digital age. But there's 5 actual ways. Number 1, they read it. They can just read your information, right? They could literally pick up one of these things. They could read it. They could read a book. They could read a PDF. They could read a pamphlet. They could read a brochure. They could read it. Second, we can create audio programs because they can hear it. Put out a podcast. Put out a premium podcast where people have to pay for it. They could listen to your words, to your trainings. Third, the one that's very impactful right now, of course, is watching it like you're doing with me right now. You can create courses with videos that help educate people or do live trainings. 4, they experience it in person. Right? They come and see you in a seminar, or maybe you do some one-to-one training or some group training in your local town. 5, they master it, right? They want to be side by side with you, right? Holding hands. They want to learn your brilliance, your genius model, and they want to take it to marketplace with you. Those are 5 ways to deliver your information to your ideal client. See, the higher that number is from 1 to 5, the more people value it, which then means the more they will invest in it. You must create the framework of a program that serves the biggest pain points of your ideal client. I know this instantly is like confusion. Let's break it down to start with, really high level. I'll share my model with you. I don't care if you copy it. I know I help coaches, mentors, and consultants increase their income so they can spend more time with their family. I know that every coach, mentor, consultant needs 3 things: more leads, more sales, more time. So that's the outside framework. Now, I know if that's the biggest pain points for coaches, leads, sales, and time, I need to have ways to deliver that. And of course I do. I have this video training you're going through right now. I have a podcast that allows people to digest some bits of content. I have a book that's released that you might have had a copy of. If not, make sure to drop in the Facebook group. We'll get you a digital version. I offer group trainings right here. I put on masterminds and seminars a couple times a year. And I have a handful of coaches that go through this and they say they like it so much, they want to learn how to coach themselves and come internally. But it all started from knowing those top 3 things, those top 3 pain points, and writing down all the ways I could solve them. Now, don't get me wrong, as we talk about leads, I'm going to teach you a tremendous amount of ways to get organic leads. Right? You don't have to pay any money for them. Because in my opinion, until you get to $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month, taking money out of your pocket to pay for leads, it's kind of a crapshoot, especially because I can get you there without it. And so the next level of training, right, we get into how to buy media on each platform, how to really optimize the sales flow, how to run seminars and group trainings, how to do a whole bunch of extra things that wouldn't be relevant right now, right? That's a different service mechanism to a different group of people. But then there's other individuals that are nowhere near as sophisticated and have achieved as much as you have, right? They need something much easier to digest, whether it's PDFs, whether it's little ebooks, whether it's a physical book itself. But it's all distilling down the same genius of the same 3 areas into individual buckets. See, none of them are better than another. None of them are right or wrong. They're just 5 different delivery mechanisms. So how you create content also matters right now. And let me explain what I mean by that. You need to know your ideal client avatar, right? High level for right now. We need to know how we're going to move them from A to B. A is where they're at, B is where they want to get to. That's why we did those interviews earlier. You didn't actually interview somebody, stop and go back and do it. Like, there is no shortcut to success. All the people that tell you there's a shortcut, they're lying to you. There is no shortcut. There's acceleration. There's not taking all the stupid mistakes that I had to take and make. Right? But there's no shortcut. Go interview the people. Come back and pick up this training later. Let's assume you've done that and you know where they want to arrive to. You know where they're at now. What are the step-by-step approaches that you would potentially walk them through? I tell everybody the same thing. If you had 2 years with your ideal client, maybe even 3, and they would speak to you at least a couple times a week, and they paid all your bills, and they'd put a bunch of money in your bank account, and you wanted them to learn everything that they could to solve their problem, to be another little, I'll say, mini version of you, what would all those things be? Might as well write them all out. You're going to need them. That's how this works. You're going to need to drill down to a step-by-step process. You need to reduce it to the ridiculous. All right, let's talk about putting on shoes for a second. That's no big deal, right? Just bend down, tie your shoes. And kind of. The more impactful thing would be, okay, get dressed first. Look at yourself in the mirror. See what you're wearing. Walk to your closet. Look at the shoes. See the ones that match your outfit with the highest, matching level. Take the shoes out of the closet, maybe dust them off, maybe wipe them off, maybe polish them, do whatever you need to do. You're going to sit down on a bench. You're going to pull socks onto your feet. You make sure your feet have socks on them. Then you're going to slide your toe first into the shoe, then put your heel down. Then you're going to pull from the bottom laces and keep pulling up until there's no slack in the main lace. Then you're going to lace one over the other, and you're tying into a knot. Then you're going to repeat that on the second shoe. You're going to stand up and move your feet back and forth and side to side to make sure there's enough breathing room, and now you have your shoes on. We said the same thing, right? Put on your shoes, or here's the step-by-step process in which you put on shoes. Step-by-step always wins. In this step-by-step, you need to share common obstacles that you've been through. You need to share examples of how you've gotten through it. You need to share the success secrets. Any of this sounding familiar? Have I been sprinkling this in through our training so far? Yes, I have. It's how it works. So the questions for you to consider as we're wrapping up this training, when your ideal client avatar learns from me, they will want to learn through which method first? Book, audio, video, in person, or as another coach. The method then that you want to teach, the one you're most passionate about, if you can do anything at all, right? Anything. You want to be a speaker, you want to go travel the globe, you want to be on stage, cool. Say it. That's what you want to do. It's important. You spend too much time doing this to feel dead and stuck. Do what you love, my friend. We'll figure that out together. My first product should be something like, I operate backwards from what everybody else says in the world. We're going to eventually talk about an ascension model. I call it the profit pyramid. But we're going to start with that sweet spot where your ideal client, the one that has the money, that has the pain, that wants your service, that's begging for it, we start with them first. We don't have to start with a $27 product, then a $97 product, then a $197, a $497, a $997, a $1997, a $29.97, and a $49.97. We don't need all that. You need the one product that serves your ideal client better than anybody else. That's what you got to get your head wrapped around. My ideal client avatar will need step-by-step simple information on how to move themselves from where to where. Where are you meeting them at? Where are you getting them to? The steps on this journey, as you see it, are, right, just benchmarks. Benchmarks are what they look like. As my customers move, they will have to keep in mind what? What you need to keep in mind with me is that when you're stuck, you need to raise your hand. When I'm stuck, I raise my hand. When I'm stuck, I raise my hand. When I'm stuck, I post in the Facebook group. When I'm stuck, I reach out for the one-to-one call. When I'm stuck, I hop on the Friday morning call. When I'm stuck, I get help. When I'm stuck, I get help. When I'm stuck, I get help. That's what you need to remember. That's what you have to keep in mind. The common mistakes made in this process are common mistakes that I see in my process. I'm going to share with you. People going too quickly. You want it right now. You're in an immense amount of pain, so you want it right now. You're just digesting. You're not making the phone calls. You're not interviewing the people. You're not spending the time to build the foundation of your business because you're in scarcity mode right now. Stop. It's a horribly common mistake. Other common mistake, people trying to think who they should serve versus who they want to serve. Who they should serve versus who they want to serve. Those are mistakes in my process. And then the outline for my how-to solution looks roughly like what? And share that out. I'm excited. We're moving. We're shaking. Tomorrow's another day with part 7 or part 6. I think it's going to be part 6. I'm going to make you go 5, 6, 7, not 5, 7, 6. That's going to make more sense. We're going to be in part 6 tomorrow. Thank you so much. See you again soon.